Hello and welcome to Narvik here in Norway for the FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championships mixed team parallel. This is the third medal event of these junior ski worlds here in Narvik. And well, this is the one where the teams come together. It's the pride of the nations to claim gold. You can see 4 members of each nation will compete. 2 girls, 2 women, 2 men. You can see red course, blue course. It's a short track, short turns, 17 gates in total. They're set exactly identical, and it's a knockout round situation. The top-ranked team is paired up against the lower-ranked team, and then we move through the rankings like in that sense. And well, in round 1, if you don't beat the other team, you are out. The other team moves forward to the next round, and we eventually get to that medal round in the battle for the gold and silver medal. There's a look at our start list. Austria will go up against Netherlands first. Norway against Great Britain. There you see Sweden against Poland. France go against Slovakia. The French won this event a year ago in Tarvisio. The French have also won all 4 gold medals up for offer so far at these Junior World Ski Championships. So can the French do it here? They're all different teams. I say the French team won a year ago. The only racer on the French team that competed on that gold medal team is Arthur Hood, and then Sweden took silver. There's Sweden, the rest of the team ready to cheer at the finish. The USA took bronze. On the Swedish team, Alexander Axshorts is the only member that did compete a year ago on that silver medal team. So it really is open to anyone. I must say the Swiss team are looking pretty strong with the likes of Danja Allenbach, 19 years of age, who has been competing well early in her career on the World Cup Tour, and Sue Pilar, who picked up her first ever 6th place finish on the women's FIS Ski Giant Slalom Tour just ahead of the Olympic Winter Games. So a strong team there with some experience at the top level. While the racers are in the start gate, we're ready to go here very soon. Myself, Britt Janik, and FIS TV here to bring you all the live ski racing action from this beautiful resort and town of Narvik here in Norway. We're 137 miles inside the Arctic Circle. All of these teams and athletes have traveled far north to the slopes here. This beautiful fjord side town, a population of 21,000, and all the families and friends, supporters for these young athletes have come to Narvik to take in all of this action. It's going to be fast, and we are excited to see which team takes gold here, who can pick up that top spot. And it all starts with Austria going up against the Netherlands. So Austria have Elena Riederer on their team, Pia Hautzenberger, Asaya Sturm, Rafael Zangel. On the Netherlands team, Mirte Jager, Anna Konjen, Nick Zondag, and Lawrence Kalf. So 2 women, 2 men. Here we go. Mirte Jager in the blue course for the Netherlands. Elena Riederer in the red course, and they are out on course now, quick into the rhythm. It's head-to-head live ski racing action here in this mixed team parallel. Oh, and troubles for the blue course. And Mirte Jager skis out. Elena Riederer crosses the line. That's 1 point for Austria here in this first ski off. Back to the top. We go to the first pairing on the men's side. the start gate here, we have for the Netherlands, Nick Zondag, who will be in the red course. And in the blue course now is Austria. Now they prepare, they grab those handles of these start gates. If you're a ski cross athlete, you'll know how to move out of these start gates quite well and quickly. The alpine skiers don't practice and train this very much, and that is the key here, quickly out of the start gate as the front gate drops. You need to be ready to pull out of the gate quickly. A good start can be the advantage that you take to the finish line. So on the blue course for Austria should be Isaiah Sturm, 20 years of age, Youth Olympic medalist in the Super G with the silver. Last year in Treviso in this mixed team parallel, Austria picked up a 5th place finish. And they need to move ahead here in this first round to inch closer to those medal positions. This looks like we're on a brief hold here ahead of this second pairing. Fans are out, the local school kids are out to watch at the bottom. It's great to see the skies a little bit clearer. Tough racing conditions in the first two opening events. It was the men and women's Super G events and the team combined, which is the Super G and slalom. And as I said at the top of the program, it has been France who have been golden the whole way through. Gold in the women's Super G. Gold in the women's team combined, gold in the men's Super G, and gold in the men's team combined. The rest day yesterday, a day for the teams to train, start to prepare for this event, but also to prepare for the technical events coming up after today, to the men's and women's giant slalom races, followed by the closing events, men's and women's slalom discipline. Unfortunate cancellation to the downhill event due to some challenging weather and conditions, and I must say, in most places, perhaps the Super G would have been cancelled, but the efforts that have been put forwards by the race jury, the course workers, all the volunteers on the hill is what allowed us to go ahead with the Super G events. So still on a brief hold here. We've had two athletes ski down the first pairing of this early matchup here. This is Netherlands up against Team Austria. Isaiah Sturm in the blue course, and for the Netherlands we have Nick Zondag in the red course. In the first round, Netherlands skied out and Elena Rieder crossed the line, and they're out on course now. Austria quick out of the start gates with Isaiah Sturm, and he leads the way here. And through these final turns, Austria take the win here on the second pairing. Two more pairings to come on this first matchup. So in this mixed team, in this team parallel, if the next two were to be won by the Netherlands to break the tie, we look at the fastest time from either one of the men or women, but the fastest time takes the win. So now we have Austria, Pia Hautzenberger in the blue course, with the Netherlands in the red course with Anna Kojin, 18 years of age. She competed both strong skiers out on course now. Pia Hautzenberger for Austria with a quick start, but Anna Koningh is matching her pace, but now Koningh hooks the gate with her right arm and it throws her out of her rhythm, losing speed. Austria win this one, Hautzenberger, and that qualifies them right through to the quarterfinal, as they've now run 3. So the last 2 of the pairings will go ahead and race, but it is already Austria who have qualified through. Back to the top, Raphael Zangerl for the Austrians is in the red course with Lorenz Kauf in the blue course for the Netherlands. Out on course now. Again, good start for Austria. And Raphael Zangerl trying to stay with the pace and tempo of the Austrian. But Austria with a lead by about a gate here and cross the finish line, and Austria take all 4 runs. And they are through to the quarterfinal. So first pairing, that is the end for the Netherlands, and Austria moves through. Well, we go straight to the next pairing. We have a British team, Team GB, up against Team Norway. Well, this is a pretty competitive matchup here on the blue course. For Great Britain, we have Molly Butler. On the red course for Norway, we have Madeleine Sylvester Davik. Sylvester Davik just coming out of her first ever Olympic Winter Games, finishing 25th in the women's giant slalom, and it's Sylvester Davik who's out in front of Molly Butler. Oh, and Butler goes down. She's crashed out on her run, and that takes the first win here, goes to Norway. Molly Butler looks to be okay. But that DNF skiing out gives the win to Sylvester Davik. That's the trouble when you're a little bit behind in these dueling parallels. Butler just trying to push the limits a little bit too far, trying to catch up to Sylvester Davik, and that causes the error. Well, we go back to the top, and in the gate in the blue course we have Norway with Peter Lunder, 20 years of age, and in the red course Freddie Carrick-Smith, his twin brother Zach Carrick-Smith, are the 2 men racing for the British team here. Very exciting, racing together, both of them with their first ever World Cup starts this season. For the young 19-year-olds. Freddie Carrick-Smith had his World Cup debut in Solden at the start of this season. He's since had 3 World Cup starts. Just a brief hold here before we send off this second pairing. In the blue course is Norway with Peter Lunder. And in the red course for Great Britain, we have Freddie Carrick-Smith. Norway are up 1. Great Britain need to take one of these pairings in hopes to move ahead. Here we go, out on course. Good start for Freddie Carrick-Smith in the red course. They are head to head here. Maybe a slight advantage to Freddie Carrick-Smith, but it's hard to say. Yes, he's slightly ahead. Perhaps Peter Lunder coming back to him. They dive for the line. The win goes to Great Britain. Freddie Carrick-Smith takes 1, and that ties up this pairing. Team Norway 1, Great Britain 1. 2 racers still to go. We go back to the women and back to the top. For Great Britain, we have Olivia Howison, 19 years of age, in the red course. Helena Unyam Overland for Norway in the blue course, and they're out on course. Good start for Great Britain. Oh, the local favorites need to move through here for the local crowd. Norway and Overland in a little bit of trouble. Olivia Howison just staying calm. Nice rhythm from the British skier. Couple of gates to go. It's going to be close. Oh, Olivia Howison gets it by 0.05 of a second. Great Britain go up 2-1. One more pairing left at the top. And now we go to Rasmus Bakkaveg for Norway. 6 World Cup starts to his name, and it's Zach Herrick-Smith in the blue course. Norway red course, Great Britain in the blue course. This is the deciding run. And Herrick-Smith gets tripped up ever so slightly in the start, but they are neck and neck. Norway slightly ahead, Bakkavik ahead just a little bit. This would create a tie situation, and we would break the tie with the fastest time. Herrick-Smith trying to come back, and Norway have qualified through. Norway wins that run. That ties the pairing, but it's the fastest time going to Norway, and they advance through. That was close. Oh, a good battle there between Norway and Great Britain. There you can see the fastest times. 18.71 from Freddie Herrick-Smith. Olivia Howison having a slightly slower time than the fastest of Madeline Sylvester Davik. So taking the fastest times to decide the next. Here we go with the next pairing. It is Team Germany up against Slovenia.
Next up is Germany versus Slovenia.
We have Romy Ertel, who will be first in the gate, daughter of Martina Ertel, of course. And in the gate for Slovenia, Taja Presern, 17 years of age. Presern and Martina Ertel get, my apologies, Romy Ertel, her daughter, 18 years of age. Romy and her teammate picked up a 7th place finish in the women's mixed team. Oh, and that's a DNF for the Slovenian. Romy Ertel will take this one for Germany. 1 point for Germany. A couple of DNFs on that blue course. And I think it really does just come down to, if you're a little bit behind, it's not easy. You want to push the limits and try and catch the racer. Back to the top, we go to the first for the men. Felix Norris for Germany in the blue course. In the red course, Alan Hirbasek, 21 years of age for Slovenia. And a good start for the Slovenian. This could put Slovenia on the board. A good advantage here as they approach the finish line. Yes, a good 1 gate ahead for Hirbasek. Slovenia take the win. 1 point each here. Slovenia up against Team Germany. Right back to the top, Jana Fritz for the Germans will be in the blue course, and Brina Stroj-Skubik in the red course. 16 years of age, Skubik was her first Junior Worlds. And Jana Fritz, she has won World Cup top 30 to her name, but they are well matched here. Good rhythm and tempo from the Slovenian. But now Jana Fritz picks it up as she drives to the finish line, ahead just slightly, and she does take the win by 0.28 of a second. Jana Fritz, Germany, take 2 points, 2-1, Germany to Slovenia. One more to go. If Slovenia want to force the tie break, they need to win this last one. Benno Brandis for Germany up against Miha Ozerban for Slovenia. One World Cup start for Benno Brandis, and that was at the World Cup finals last year in Sun Valley, and he got that start at the World Cup finals because he had won the gold in the Super G at the World Junior Championships. They're out on course now. Oh, and all sorts of trouble for Brandis. He skis out. Slovenia just need to ski this one to the line. We will decide this by fastest times. Who will it go to? Team Germany qualify through in the tiebreak. Their runs being faster than that of Slovenia. So each earning 2 points. And we break that tie by looking at the run times, fastest women and the fastest men's run. Germany go through, along with Team Norway and Team Austria. It's close. Rami Ertel and Felix Norris taking the faster times and qualifying them through to the quarterfinals. So next pairing will be Team USA up against Finland. Team USA won bronze in this event a year ago in Tarvisio in Italy. First up in the start gate, over in the red course, will be Logan Gross-Didier. And for Finland, Vilma Kivila, 17 years of age, is starting in the blue course. We go out on course. Pretty equal for both, perhaps a slight advantage to the American. And now increases that lead. Oh, and Finland ski out as well. Again, just slightly behind the American and trying to push the pace and tempo and makes the error. And the USA take 1 point here on this first matchup. Back to the top, it'll be the men in the start gate. John Kerbaugh in the gate for the USA. Kerbaugh will go in the blue course. Finland over to the red course with Alti Piro, 19 years of age. Well, in the Gangwon Youth Olympic Games back in 2024, Finland took the bronze in the mixed team parallel, and Alti Piro was part of that team that did, and he has good speed here for Finland. Kerbaugh trying to come back to him, but it's not going to happen. Finland take a point here, and they tie it up. 1 point each. Good ski from Alti Piro.
Next in the blue course is Katie Rovenkamp.
Katie Rovenkamp in the start gate. In the blue course for Finland, it's Kia Suni in the red course. Kia Suni, 19 years of age. 1 World Cup start to her name in Levy 2025. And Katie Rovenkamp, 16, young, attends the Burke Mountain Ski Academy. And it looks as though Finland's ahead here. Rovenkamp having some troubles to stay in the course, but she does stay in, but it's Finland that win this one. And they go up 2 points to 1. One more pairing to go. The US need to tie this up here. It's all down to Alex Krupka and Jasper Polosari for Finland. Alex Krupka in the red course. Jasper Polosari in the blue course. This is the deciding run here. Finland up with 2 points. USA need to win this one. They're evenly matched here. Oh! And Alex Krupka goes down. Polosari needs to just finish this one out, and he does. Finland qualify to the quarterfinals. That puts Team USA out of the mixed team parallel. Well, good ski from the Finnish team there, moving them through. So we go quickly to the next pairing. This will be Sweden up against Poland. My apologies. Sweden being the higher ranked team, Poland lesser ranked. But as we just saw with Finland up against Team USA, they took the win being the lower ranked team. So it is anyone's race. Nikola Komorowska for Poland in the blue course. Esther Nordberg for Sweden in the red course. And they are out on course. Esther Nordberg, 20 years of age, was fourth in the slalom event in Tarvisio last year at the Junior Worlds. She is ahead here. Sweden look to take this first matchup, and they do. 1 point to Sweden. Komorowska, 19 years of age, racing out of Zakopane. So, in the blue course, we have Sweden with William Hallqvist, 18 years of age. Finished 20th in the Super G just a few days ago. And Stanisław Sarzinski for Poland. Neck and neck here in these opening turns. Ooh, a little bit wild there, and it goes a little bit too wild for Poland, making the mistake. Sarzinski stays in the course, but losing his speed. Sweden will take this one. William Hallqvist puts Sweden up 2 points. Sweden silver medalist in this event a year ago at the Junior Worlds in Tarvisio. Moa Landström for Sweden in the blue course. In the red course is Veronika Wardzik, 17 years of age, from Zakopane, but races and trains, does her schooling with the Apex 2100 Ski Academy based in Tignes, France. This is neck and neck, but Sweden slightly ahead here. Wardzik needs to come back and pick up a point for Poland, but she can't make it. Sweden take 3 points, and that qualifies them through to the quarterfinals. The final pairing will go ahead, but it has already been decided that will knock Poland out of the event. It's Alexander Ax-Schwartz in the gates, red course for Sweden. Kacimir Ziolkowski for Poland in the blue course. Alexander Ax-Schwartz is the only member here racing that was on that team last year that took silver for Sweden at the Junior Worlds. And Ax-Schwartz wins this one. Sweden moving through to the quarterfinals quite handedly, winning all 4 matches. All 4 runs. I don't know if we call them matches or runs. All 4 duels. Well, exciting here early on. A couple more pairings to go. 3 more to get through. And next up, France go against Slovakia. French have been golden here at these Narvik Junior World Championships, and they were golden in this event a year ago in Tarvisio. Emi Charbonnier, your gold medalist from the Women's Super G on the red course. In the blue course, Veronika Strobova, 19 years of age. And Emi Charbonnier picked up the gold in the Super G, also took the gold in the team combined because her teammate Ilona Charbatel skied beautifully in the slalom to help them claim that gold. French skier Emi Charbonnier takes the win and puts France up 1 point. Arthur Hood for France in the gate in the blue course, apologies. Red course is Oliver Tabako for Slovakia. And Arthur Hood was on that team, the French team that took gold. He's the only member. All the rest are different. Can he use that experience from last year to take this? Well, a good clean skiing for Arthur, but Oliver Tabako makes the mistake, skis out, and that gives France another point as Arthur Hood crosses the finish line. Time is 19.51. Nina Bouet, next to go for the French. She is out of Ski Club Morzine Avoria. She's in the blue course, and it's Katerina Shrobova in the red course. 2 Olympic starts to her name. Katerina Shrobova competed in the recent Olympic Winter Games in Cortina d'Ampezzo. And it looks as though Shrobova is out in front. Nina Bouet having some troubles, and Slovakia pick up a point. 2 points for France, 1 point for Slovakia, with 1 pairing left to go. So Slovakia need to win this to tie it up, to decide who goes through. Pierre-Antoine Damvin for the French on course in the red course, and Andrzej Barnos for Slovakia in the blue course. Antoine Damvin out of Valseny, 20 years of age. Barnos for Slovakia competed in the Youth Olympics, picking up a bronze in the Super G back in Gangwon in 2024. Oh, but troubles for the Slovakian, and Barnos skis out. Pierre-Antoine Damvin for France, he also skis out, missing the final turns, but that gives the French enough points. So both of these final skiers not finishing, but the French do qualify through to the quarterfinals. Two pairings left to go. You see the last two with the DNF. Good times from Arthur Hood with a 19.51. And the French are through. Next up will be Team Italy up against Czechia. In the gate, red course is the Italian Sofia Amagoni. For the Czech Republic in the blue course, Natalie Anna Machitkova, 17 years of age. Anna Machitkova had her World Cup debut back in January of this year, end of January, in her home hill of Spinduluv-Mlin. But Italy are well ahead here. Sofia Amagoni will cross the finish line, takes a point for the Italians. Great to see all the other teams out in their team jackets cheering on their 4 athletes competing for the medals here. We go to the first pair of the men. Oh, and trouble for Lorenzo Gorosa for the Italian. Gets blocked by the start gate. Tries to move out too soon before the gate goes down. That gives the advantage to Aldo Tomasek. 20 years of age. Tomasek, a gate or so ahead, and puts a point on the board for the Czech Republic. Ski from Tomasek challenging for Gorosa in that start gate. Next to the pairings, back to the women. For Italy in the blue course, we have Victoria Klutz, 17 years of age. Elena Drapilova for Czechia. Elena Drapilova, 19 years of age, competing in the Gangwon Youth Olympics back in 2024. Good start for the Italian. Klutz is out in front here. Just trying to keep it clean, finds that rhythm and tempo nicely. And Italy are ahead here with 3 gates to go. Victoria Klutz crosses the finish line ahead. 2 points to Italy, 1 for Czechia. So this is a must-win here for Czechia to force the tie-break. Otherwise, Italy will go through. David Kaslunger for Italy in the red course. For Czechia, David Yanda. And they're both out on course. Good clean start from both racers. And they are equally matched here. Oh, troubles for Yanda. And that gives the Italian Kaslunger an advantage, and he will cross the finish line. Italy 3 points And that puts them through to the quarterfinals. So the team of Amagone Klotz, Garossa and Kaslunger for the Italians move through. Take a moment here to fix some of the panels, and we go to the final pairing here on this first round. It'll be Chile up against Switzerland. First in the gate for Switzerland will be Dania Allenbach and Clarita Crespo for Chile is running in the blue course. Crespo, 20 years of age, out of La Parva. And Dania Allenbach, 19 years of age, from Turbach-Bissen, has 3 World Cup starts to her name. Pretty impressive season here for Allenbach. 3 World Cup starts and 2 top 30 finishes in the giant slalom discipline, with the 22nd and 27th place finish. And Allenbach out in front right from the first gates. And Crespo trying to pull her back, trying to find some more speed. The errors come and she has skied out. Allenbach crosses the finish line and puts a point on the board for Switzerland. Next up for Switzerland will be Giuliano Fuchs. We'll go in the blue course, and over to the red course will be Thomas Holtscher. 18 years of age out of La Parva. His sister is also on this team. She'll be next to go with Rosaria Holtscher. A nice brother-sister pairing here for the Chileans. Juliana Fuchs for Switzerland was part of the Swiss team that tied for 4th in the men's team combined, just outside of the medals. That Spain 1 team skiing exceptionally in the slalom portion, moving them all the way up to 4th and tying with the Swiss team. All sorts of trouble here for Holtscher on the Chilean side. Nice clean ski for Giuliano Fuchs for Switzerland, giving Switzerland a 2nd point, taking the win here on this second pairing. This is the final matchup here on this early round. Moving through, we move through to the quarterfinals. After this, back to the top, Rosaria Holtscher, sister of Thomas, in the red course. And for Switzerland, we have Sue Peeler in the blue course. 20 years of age, Sue Peeler, again, early career on the World Cup Tour, picked up her first ever top 10 finish. And Sue Peeler has had some trouble. Little roller there earlier on, but the Chilean has also crashed out. Sue Peeler stays in the course. Rosaria Holtscher, 16 years of age. This is her first Junior Worlds. Had a pretty dramatic crash there. Really flipped and rolled over. Have a look here at the replay. There's the first error from Sue Peeler, and then 2 gates after, the error comes from Rosaria Holtscher. So Switzerland go up 3 points. Final pairing up in the start gate, Sebastian Birkner for Chile in the blue course, Jack Spencer in the red course for Switzerland. Spencer for Switzerland competed in the Super G and would have been in the team combined, but he skied out in the Super G, which took him out of the Super G rank result list and his team out of the team combined. But this is a good strong ski here from Jack Spencer. It's quick, it's fast, and Switzerland take all 4 runs here, picking up 4 points. Sebastian Birkner skiing out on that run, and Switzerland qualify through to the quarterfinals. So that concludes this early round. Fast fastest times from the Swiss skier. There you see on screen. Those are some of the fastest times we've seen. So Switzerland are through. Austria will go up against the Netherlands. Norway against, well, there you can see, my apologies. This is the results from the rounds. All the teams that have gone through. We have Austria that have gone through to the quarterfinals. Team Norway have moved through. Team Germany, as well as Finland and Sweden have gone through, qualified through. French team have qualified through, Italy and Switzerland. So Austria. We will move quickly into this quarterfinal round. Switzerland will run near the end. They've just qualified in, so they will have time to get through the top. There you can see Austria will be paired up against Norway. Germany up against, will go out with Finland. Sweden and France will be paired together, and Team Italy up against Team Switzerland.
Second quarterfinal, Germany versus Finland. Third quarterfinals.
So first up in the gate, first two teams will be Austria and Team Norway. The Austrian team consisting of Elena Riederer, Pia Hauptzenberger, Azaya Sturm for the men, and Rafael Zangerl. On Team Norway, we have Madeline Sylvester Davik. She skied really well in round one. Helena Unhjem Overland. And for the men, we have Peter Lundner and Rasmus Bakoveg. You see the pairings for the quarterfinal round. From 8 teams down to 4 teams, down to 2 teams to decide the gold medal. Elena Riederer will go up against Madeline Sylvester Davik. They'll be the first 2 out of the start gate. Racers preparing, ski technicians making sure equipment is ready and set. Good scenes here in Narvik, the town just below. And well, we'll see right there, because of its deep waters, it doesn't get iced over the harbor. There you can see it. Beautiful views here from the start gate. The town of Narvik just below, sprawling out below the ski slope. Well, here we go. We get underway with the first pairing in this quarterfinal here in the mixed team parallel. Blue course for Norway is Madeline Sylvester Davik. Red course for Austria, Elena Riederer. They're out on course. This is a key round. Slight error from Sylvester Davik. Austria are out in front, ever so slightly. Norway need to come back here. Sylvester Davik trying to do her best, but it's Norway. Elena Riederer take a point for Austria. Austria are on the board. Good ski from Riederer. Isaiah Sturm for Austria will be next to go, and Peter Lunder for Norway. Norway in the red course, Austria in the blue course. Remember, Austria missed out on the medals in Tarvisio in this event, picking up a 5th place finish. All different skiers on this team, representing Austria here. Norway are ready here. Big support in the finish area for the local team. Peter Lunder next to go for Norway. Norway now in the red course, Austria in the blue course. The start, the pull out of the start is key here, that timing. To match that pull forwards to get out of the start gate, to match that with the gate dropping. Gates have been fixed, and we go back to the top. Here we go. Clean start for both. Slightly faster, perhaps, for the Norwegian Lunder. Oh, and Lunder in all sorts of trouble. Goes a little bit too straight and takes out 2 panels. Isaiah Sturm for Austria skis this one out and picks up a 2nd point for Austria. So Norway must win these final 2 pairings. Next 2 to go for the women, Pia Hautzenberger for Austria, and Austria in the blue course. Red course for Norway with Helena Unjumbo Overland, and they are now out on course. Slight error from the Austria. Oh, and some more errors from Hautzenberger. That puts Norway ahead here. Overland keeping it clean and smooth, crosses the finish line, takes a point for Norway, and that lifts the spirits of the fans watching at the finish. Norway needed that point, and now they need the next one if they want to push this to a tie break. And again, go to the fastest time, fastest men's time, fastest women's time for each team to decide on who qualifies through. The win criteria, Norway need to be faster than a time of 19.66. Rasmus Bakkeveg has the ability to do this. He's our silver medalist in the giant slalom discipline from last year's Junior Worlds in Tarvisio. Bakkeveg in the blue course. Good start from the Austrian. That's not going to help Rasmus Bakkeveg get to the finish. It's good, it's clean from Raphael Zangerl for Austria. Oh, Bakkeveg trying his best to get close, but the errors come for Bakkeveg. Austria win the 3rd point, and that qualifies them to the semifinals. Austria move through. Norway are out.
Austria through to the semifinal.
Well, that was the start there. Bakkeveg getting a little bit blocked by the start gate. And then he was just trying to chase down Zangerl the whole way. Next to go will be Team Germany up against Team Finland, Rami Ertl in the gate in the red course. In the blue course, Vilma Kivala, 17 years of age. Clean start for Ertl. Just slightly slower for Vilma Kivala. Oh, and a few errors here for Kivala. That puts Rami Ertl about a gate ahead. And Rami Ertl skis across the line ahead of Kivala, picking up a point for Germany. Next to go, Altipiro for Finland. We'll go in the red course, Germany in the blue course with Felix Norris. Here we go. Quick start for Finland. Altipiro was quick in the first round. Helped give Finland enough points and a win to move through. And again, Piro is quick. Norris for Germany not able to keep up with him. Altipiro put Finland on the board with a point. 1 point each here for Finland and Germany. Final of the women's pairings will be Kia Suni, 19 years of age, and Jana Fritz, 20 years. Fritz in the blue course for Germany. Red course for Finland is Kia Suni out on course now. Both of them away clean out of the start gates. Right into that rhythm and tempo. Suni ahead ever so slightly. Oh, and now Jana Fritz tries to come back to her, makes the error, skis out. This will give Finland 2 points. Oh. Wow, we go to the final two with Jasper Palosari for Finland and Benno Brandis for the German team. Brandis needs to win this to push it to the tiebreak.
Red course ready? Yeah. Yep. Attention. Okay.
Brandis needs to be faster than 18.53 out on course now. Good clean start from Jasper Palosari for Finland. He is ahead ever so slightly. Brandis is keeping it clean here. Both of them skiing well. Oh, a slight error from Palosari for Finland, and that takes Finland out. Brandis also skis out, giving them a DNF. Let's see what happened here. Brandis had already skied out as they both simultaneously ski out of the course. That puts Finland through to the quarterfinals. Brandis needed to finish that one, and he skis out. So, Finland knock out Team Germany. And we go to next pairing will be Team Sweden up against Team France. French, the gold medalist in the mixed team parallel a year ago at the Tarvisio Junior Worlds. So in the blue course will be Emmy Charbonnier for France. In the red course for Sweden, Esther Nordberg. Nordberg, 20 years of age. Again, a good finish last year. Competed in the Tarvisio Junior Worlds. Just missed out on the medals in the women's slalom event, finishing fourth. Emmy Charbonnier, your gold medalist already here. Double gold medalist in these Narvik Junior World Ski Championships. In the women's Super G, and the team combined with Ilona Sharbatel out on course, and Sweden are quick. Nordberg, very nicely timed start. She's about a gate ahead here. Charbonnier trying to come back at her, and that's where the mistakes come in. Charbonnier skis out, and that'll be a point for Sweden. Nordberg, time of 19.31. Those ruts as we ski this track every round. A little groove and rut will start to develop. William Hulkvist for Sweden in the blue course. For France, Artur Hood in the red course. Out on course now. Both with a good clean start. And they are neck and neck here, 6-7 gates in. Ooh, Hood is getting a little bit quicker here. Under the French. Oh, some errors. How did he stay in? Arthur Hood picks up a point for the French team. Nearly skied out on that second to last gate. Arthur, the only French team member that was on the golden team from Tarvisio last year. Back to the top, we go to Moa Landström for Sweden in the blue course, Nina Bouet for the French team in the red course.
Blue course ready? Yes. Red course ready? Attention.
Here we go. Teams are equal with 1 point each. And these two are equal. 5-6 gates in. Ooh, some errors from Nina Bouet, and she skis out. Does her best to avoid skiing into the blue course. But Lundström will take this run and put Sweden up a point. 2 points to Sweden. France with one. One pairing left to go. Alexander Ack-Schwartz. Again, remember, well, Sweden were the silver medalist in this event a year ago, and Alexander Ack-Schwartz, the only member that was on that team. Ack-Schwartz will be in the red course, and for France, Pierre-Antoine Dameva for France in the blue course. Out on course now. Good clean start from both. The key to keep this error-free and under control. Ack-Schwartz slightly ahead here. The French skier Dameva trying to come back to him, but no, Sweden will take this. Ack-Schwartz puts Sweden through to the quarterfinal round. And that knocks out your reigning champions from the mixed team parallel. French team will not move forward. Sweden are through. One more pairing left to go here in this quarterfinal round. Italy go up against Switzerland. This is a huge matchup here. Dania Ullenbach for Switzerland is in the blue course. For Italy, Sofia Amigoni in the red course. Amigoni perhaps out of the start just a little bit quicker. Gets up to speed nicely. They're very equally matched here. It's across this middle section where it flattens out, where you need to keep it error-free. This is where most are skiing out. Amigoni is quick, and she puts a point on the board for the Italian team. 0.22 ahead of Ullenbach. Right back to the top, Giuliana Fuchs for the Italians is in the blue course. Lorenzo Grossa for Switzerland. Sorry, got that wrong. Giuliana Fuchs for Switzerland. Lorenzo Grossa for the Italians. The Italians in the blue course. Switzerland in the red course. Out on course now, Fuchs for Switzerland with a good clean start on the red course. Is ahead ever so slightly. Oh, he's absolutely thrashing through these gates. And Giuliana Fuchs for Switzerland takes this one. Evens things up here. Two are down, 2 to go. And it's tied with 1 point apiece. Next to go. In the start gate for Switzerland. In the red course is Sue Peeler. In the blue course for the Italians, Victoria Klotz. I'm just fixing some gates here. This could take a moment. All these racers trying to go as tight as possible to the gates, and the gates and panels are taking a beating, keeping the course crew on their toes, having to quickly come in and fix the panels, fix the gates. Well, it looks as though we're ready to go here again. For Switzerland on the red course, Sue Peeler. For the Italians in the blue course, Victoria Klotz. The third pairing here in this final quarterfinal matching. Oh, they're dead even here. Sue Peeler and Victoria Klotz. Peeler pulling ahead ever so slightly over this final rise. Yes, it's Sue Peeler ahead just by a little bit, and she takes the win. Switzerland go up by 1 point. Oh, this final matching here will be the deciding factor. Jack Spencer for Switzerland. David Kaslunger for Italy. Oh, it's nice to see the sun coming through. Jack Spencer in the blue course. Italy with David Kaslunger in the red course. Out on course now. This final matching. Switzerland have 2 points. Italy have 1. Italy need to win this one to push it to the tiebreak. And then we decide who. Oh! And he's out. Jack Spencer has skied out. It will come down to the fastest times. And that does put Switzerland through. Switzerland having the faster of the times. That's the deciding factor there. Alan Bach, the team of Alan Bach. Sue Peeler. There you see Juliana Fuchs having the fastest men's time, and Sue Peeler 19 seconds flat, and Sue Peeler with a time of 19.76. So we are through to the semifinals. Here's a look at the pairings. Austria move through, beating out Norway. Germany lose out against Finland. Sweden beat out France to move ahead, and Switzerland have just knocked out the Italian team. We have Austria that will go up against Finland, and Sweden against Switzerland. Just give a moment to the teams to move back to the top. Austria look as though they're ready to go.
So today, gold medal is going to go to another nation.
So down to the final 4 nations. The 2 nations that move through will be the 2 nations that compete for gold. And the 2 nations that are knocked out will then go ahead. They'll be the small final. They'll compete for the bronze. There you see Austria will go up against Finland in Heat 1. Heat 2 will be Sweden and Switzerland. Elena Riederer will go up against Vilma Kivala. Then you have Alti Piro, who has been quick for Finland. And Polasari as well. It's a strong team, this Finnish team. This will be a real test to go up against the Austrians of Elena Riederer, Pia Hautzenberger, Isaiah Sturm, and Raphael Zangerl before racing for Team Austria. Racers getting ready here for this first heat in the in this final round. So one minute to go here for the first pairing of Elena Riederer and Vilma Kivala. Vilma Kivala, only 17 years of age. She was 24th in the Super G just a couple of days ago and finished 19th in the team combined with her teammate Amelie Bjorksten. Quite a good atmosphere. All the teams that get knocked out, well, they do, they stay around to see how this closes out. Heat 1 in this semi-final. Run 1, Vilma Kivala and Rieder are out on course now. Finland in the blue course, Austria in the red course. And they are very closely matched, but now across the flats, Austria pulling ahead, and Riederer crosses the finish line, taking a point for Austria. It'll be Alti Piro next to go, 19 years of age. As part of that Finland team that picked up a bronze medal in the mixed team parallel at the Gangwon Youth Olympics back in 2024. And he has shown that he has good experience here. Alti Piro for Finland in the red course. Austria with Isaiah Sturm in the blue course. Out on course now. And it's Piro who's out in front. Moving clean and smooth. Keeping it error-free. This should put Finland on the board. Yes, he's through these final turns. Alti Piro wins that one with a time of 18.34. That's a quick ski from Piro. 1 point apiece here. Kiasuni for Finland in the red course. In the blue course, it's Austria with Pia Hautzenberger. Good start from both racers. Oh, Hautzenberger just getting thrown offline ever so slightly, and Kiasuni keeping it clean and smooth. It's going to be close here, right to the line. Oh, Finland take it. Kiasuni drives for the line, and Suni gives Finland 2 points. And we go to the final pairing. This is Jasper Polasari for Finland. Finland are in the blue course. Austria over to the red course with Rafael Zangal. Austria need to win this and be faster than 18.34 seconds. That time of Alti Piro was quick. Alti Piro picked up that quick time in the red course. That is now the course that Austria will be racing in. Finland are in the blue course. Here we go. Final pairing here in this Heat 1. Austria and Finland. The team that wins this move through to the gold medal match. This is quick from the Austrian. They're ahead by just a little bit. Zangerl up against Palasari. Oh, it's going to be close. Austria take it, but Finland qualify through. They were quicker. Zangerl cannot be faster than the time of Alti Piro. And Finland have moved through in the tiebreak. Finland moved through to the gold medal round. There you see those quick times. Elina Riederer and Kiasuni tying with a time of 19.62. But it's the time of Alti Piro that has been so fast. That will move Austria, will move to the bronze medal match. And they will either be racing against Sweden or Switzerland. Finland are through to the final round. First in the gate for Sweden will be Esther Nordberg. For Switzerland, it'll be Danja Allenbach. Allenbach, 19 years of age. Really impressive start to her World Cup career. 3 World Cup starts to her name, and she's already picked up 2 top 30 finishes. in the giant slalom discipline. Esther Nordberg, 20 years of age, just off the podium in the women's slalom event in Tarvisio a year ago. Let's have a look here at this first pairing in Heat 2 here in the semifinals. Sweden in the red course, Switzerland in the blue course. Nordberg ahead here, but here comes the error. Nordberg goes down. Allenbach just need to ski this one out here. She's clean through these final turns. Dania Allenbach puts a point on the board for Switzerland. And Nordberg has skied out. Loses a ski. That was a hard crash. Let's see here, gets a little bit late. Her ski hits her rut, pops off, and she slides out, and she's up on her feet. The next pairing back to the top will be William Helkvist for Sweden in the blue course. In the red course, Juliana Fuchs for Switzerland. Slightly faster start for Switzerland, but that hasn't troubled Hulkvist at all. Sweden and Switzerland here going gate for gate right to these final turns of Switzerland. Switzerland have done it just a little bit quicker. Fuchs dives for the line and finishes ahead by 19/100ths of a second. 2 points for Switzerland. Sweden with no points on the board yet. 2 racers to go. Moa Landström for Sweden in the blue course. Sue Pilar for Switzerland in the red course. Moa Landström, 3 World Cup starts to her name, all in the slalom discipline, so she's used to these quick, short turns. Sue Pilar excels in the giant slalom discipline, has picked up her first ever top 10 finish with a 6th place finish just ahead of the Olympic Winter Games. Oh, it's quick here for Pilar. Oh, but she misses the second to last gate. So it shows on screen that Switzerland have qualified, but that win actually goes to Moa Landström because Sue Pilar missed the second. She skied right through the middle of that panel of the second to last gate. So Sweden need to win this to tie it up. Alexander Axschwartz was on that team last year in Tarvisio, the Swedish team that took silver in this mixed team parallel. He needs to pull through for his team now. Sweden are in the red course. Alexander Axschwartz, Jack Spencer for Switzerland in the blue course. 20 years of age out of Gestad. Here we go with this final pairing, this second heat of the semifinals. Sweden up against Switzerland. Sweden are chasing Switzerland. Sweden need to tie it up here. 2 points to Switzerland, 1 point for Sweden. Sweden are ahead here. Jack Spencer trying to pull it back, and Spencer makes the error, skis out. But Sweden still need to tie this up, and they have the fastest time. Sweden have knocked out the Swiss team. So Sweden go through. It's a Scandinavian pairing, a Scandinavian showdown here in the finals. Sweden and Finland in the gold medal round. Oh, that was exciting there. Both of those heats being decided by tie breaks, each team winning 2. Finland had the faster of the times. That qualified them through to the gold medal round, as did Sweden. Switzerland and Austria will go to the bronze medal match. Get the teams right back to the top as quickly as possible. So this mixed team parallel, we started off with 16 nations. We've narrowed it down to the fastest 2 who will fight for the gold medal. France have been knocked out. They are the reigning gold medalists in this event from Treviso last year. We'll go ahead first with the small final for the bronze medal, Austria and Switzerland. We'll just give it a moment. Switzerland have just finished their last round. Give them a chance to get back to the top. It'll be Elena Rieder up against Dania Allenbach. Juliana Fuchs then will go against Sturm Supieler, and Hautzenberger will be the third runners, followed by the closeout with Jack Spencer and Rafael Zangal. Alternating between red course and blue course. Beautiful scenes here from Narvik. Nice to see that the weather has settled a little bit. Really challenging conditions early in the week. And now after today's event, we will move into the technical disciplines, the giant slalom and slalom. Be sure to tune in with us. We will show all of those runs and races live here with FIS TV. Athletes back to the top, going through those final preparations for these final runs here for these racers. Switzerland, Austria, first up in the small final.
Side gets the medals. First up in the small finals is Austria versus Switzerland.
Du kan bli 1 och 2.
Ja, det är faktiskt.
Det är Scandinavian final. Det är vi mot Finland.
Det var tufft alltså. Om Finland vinner nästa vid. Det var det Owen.
Huge efforts come together to put on these big international events, and Narvik really being thrown some challenges early on. Unfortunate cancellation to the downhills, but the weather just wasn't cooperating. I can tell you for sure that the course workers, the organization itself, were working hard and working day and night to ensure that the conditions would be ready if the weather improved. It didn't, but for the Super G and the team combines, both men and women still had challenging conditions, but it was thanks to the work of all of these volunteers and the course crew that we were able to get those races off, because the snow, the hill, the slope was prepped really well. And they were very exciting opening events. And again, France taking 4 golds already at these Junior Ski World Championships here in Narvik. And it looks like, well, this next gold medal will either be down to Sweden or Finland. In this mixed team parallel, we're just waiting here for the athletes to get back to the top. It's been a quick shootout from the first round through to the quarterfinals, semifinals. And we now find ourselves with the final 4 nations competing for medals. Switzerland and Austria in the small final competing for bronze. And then we will see Finland and Sweden competing for the gold and silver medals. Everyone at the bottom. Good crowds here for this mixed team parallel. Energy is high here in Narvik as we await the deciding runs here in this mixed team parallel. Good to see the Austrians, the first pairings here in this small final, starting to get ready in the start gate. There's a look at these pairings here. It's Austria against Switzerland, racing for bronze. We'll get things started with Elena Riederer and Danja Allenbach. Allenbach for Switzerland, Riederer for Austria. Switzerland are in the blue course with Danja Allenbach. Austria in the red course with Elena Riederer. These teams competing now for the bronze medal in this mixed team parallel. We get a call out from the starter. And we are ready to go with this small final, run 1. Switzerland in the blue course, Austria in the red course, and they are out on course. Riederer and Allenbach. Head to head. Riederer pulls ahead ever so slightly, but then she goes a little bit wide as she moves out across the flats. Allenbach trying to come back, both of them close, neck and neck, but it's Riederer that takes the win with a time of 19.79. Austria take a point. Right back to the top. Giuliano Fuchs for Switzerland in the red course. Azaya Sturm for Austria in the blue course. Switzerland need a point here, tie things up. Or Austria take another point and extend their advantage. Here, run 2. Good clean from Giuliano Fuchs. He's moving quickly, and he is ahead of Sturm. Switzerland will take this second run. 1 point apiece now for Austria and Switzerland. Fuchs with a time of 18.59. Next to go back to the ladies in the start gate. We have Sue Peeler for Switzerland in the red course. Pia Hautzenberger for Austria in the blue course. This start is key, and Peeler is quick out of the start. Well timed with that pull out of the start gate just as the gate dropped down, but they are neck and neck here. Hautzenberger with a little bit of trouble. Hautzenberger goes down. Sue Peeler just needs to stay in, ski this one out. And she does, tucks for the finish line. Switzerland go up 2 points to Austria's 1 with the DNF of Hautzenberger. 1 pairing to go. Run 4 coming up next with Jack Spencer for Switzerland, Raphael Hazangerl for Austria. This is the final, the deciding run for the bronze medal. Will it be Switzerland or will it be Austria? Jack Spencer in the blue course for Switzerland. Red course with Raphael Zangor for Austria. Austria's quick. Zangor was quick out of the start gate. He has an advantage already. Jack Spencer trying to come back to him, but no, Zangor is fast out across the flats. Jack Spencer not able to match the speed and tempo of the Austrian, and Austria tie things up. But Switzerland take the bronze. They have the faster times. Well, Austria did what they needed to do. They tied up the points, and it came to the deciding factor. There you see the fastest times, 18.59 from Fuchs. Sue Peeler with the 19.62. Both of those times faster than the fastest of the Austrian men's and women's times. Well, that was quite the duel, but Switzerland take bronze, and now we go to the gold and silver pairing. Sweden and Finland ready to go in the start gate. We start with Vilma Kivela and Esther Nordberg. Sweden in the blue course, Finland in the red course. Here we go. Big final here in this mixed team parallel. Nordberg has a good start here. She's quick, she's ahead, but I love the way Vilma Kivela has such a nice tempo and rhythm on the turning ski, and she has pulled ahead. Nordberg also skis out. Finland have a point on the board. Oh, so composed from Kivela. That early lead here after run 1 goes to Finland. And now we go to Alti Piro from Helsinki for Finland. Finland in the blue course now. William Helgevest for Sweden in the red course. And it's Alti Piro who has been clocking some of the fastest times in every round. Alti Piro competed in the 2024 Youth Olympics in Gangwon, and his team, Finland, picked up the bronze medal in the mixed team parallel. This is very even. Both racers with the go. Oh, and Piro has just pushed it a little bit too far, and he has skied out. Helgevest will put a point on the board for Sweden, and that ties things up. Helgevest with a time of 18.94. Oh, Piro. I think Finland needed that finish from Piro and that fast time. The nerves, the tension, the pressure in this final round, perhaps getting to Piro, just push the line, push the limits a little too far. Back to the top, we have Kia Suni for Finland in the blue course, Moa Landström for Sweden in the red course. Out on course now. Both racers with a good clean start, but Suni just a little bit of trouble with the ball. Oh, with her pole, and Suni skis out, gets thrown into the air over that little breakover. Landström for Sweden, skiing this clean, crosses the finish line with a 19.52 and gives Sweden a second point ahead of the final run. This final run, it's going to come down to Alexander Ax-Schwartz and Jasper Polisari. Polisari needs to win it to force it to the tiebreak, and then we look at the fastest times. Sweden in the blue course with Ak Schwartz, Palasori for Finland in the red course. Good clean start from both racers. This is the final run of the gold medal deciding pairing. Oh, Finland goes down. Oh, Sweden need to ski this one out. And it looks like this will go to Sweden. It is gold for Sweden. Win the final. Finland with 2 DNFs. And that's a gold medal for the team of Sweden. Silver goes to Finland. A good courageous ski from the Finnish team. And it's Esther Nordberg, Moa Landström, William Hagvist, and Alexander Ak Schwartz who win gold. Sweden take gold here in Narvik in the mixed team parallel. Silver goes to Finland. And all the yellow jackets of Sweden start to cheer and celebrate. Bronze medal goes to Switzerland. Those are your podium finishers, your medalists here in the mixed team parallel.
Audience, please stay on and give them a round of applause. Thank you all racers.
Switzerland beating out Austria to take the bronze, and Sweden beating out Finland to take the gold. Second place goes to Finland. Oh, what an exciting event here. Down to these final runs. Sweden stayed composed in the big final. Finland gave them a good challenge. They were pushing the limits and just went a little bit too far. Both of their men's racers skiing out in that big final. Well, we'll just take a moment here as the teams gather up, and we'll do the flower presentation in the finish area. Well, it was a Scandinavian showdown in the big final. Sweden up against Finland. Very exciting skiing, very skillful skiing from all these juniors. Some of them already with experience on the senior tour on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup. We will be watching these names closely over the next few years. There is some very talented skiing here on the slopes of Narvik. Switzerland third with the team of Danja Allenbach, Sue Pilar, Giuliano Fuchs, and Jack Spencer. They take bronze here in the mixed team parallel. Finland takes silver. A really exciting team here. A young team with Vilma Kivala, 17 years of age, Kiani Suni, 19, Alti Piro, and Jasper Kolosari. But the golden team here in the mixed team parallel goes to Sweden. Absolutely held it together, stayed composed right through. Esther Nordberg, Moa Landström, the women on the team with William Hagvist and Alexander Ak Schwartz. Sweden were silver second place finishers a year ago in Tarvisio in this mixed team parallel, and they've moved up a spot and they take gold here at the Narvik FIS Ski Junior World Championships. A really fantastic event. And again, as I've said, some really skillful skiing, very talented. athletes here across all the nations. Congrats to all of the competitors here today. We started off with 16 nations, 4 athletes on each team, 2 women, 2 men. It was a knockout style event. You had to win each round to keep moving through, and Sweden come out on top, taking that gold medal. Well, I remind you that the next event coming up here in Narvik at these Junior World Ski Championships will be the giant slalom events. And the closeout will be the slalom. Myself, Britt Janik, and FIS TV will be here to cover all of the events. Let's have a listen to the winning team.
You are Junior World Champion in the team parallel. On the way to the big final, what was the toughest battle today? Against which nation?
Ooh, good question. It was pretty tough condition out there, so it was a fight down there, but I would say, yeah, every single round is tough. I mean, you can't take anything for granted in parallel, everything can happen, so everyone was pretty difficult, yeah.
We don't race so often the team parallel. How did you prepare as a team for this race today?
We prepared with good sleep, good food, and good team spirit.
Great. And who is the team leader of Team Sweden?
I guess it's me then.
Perfect. Congratulations, great team spirit. Enjoy your victory as a team, and good luck for the rest of the championships.
Thank you.
Well, we have seen some excellent team spirit across the board, even from the team combined events where you see a slalom skier paired up with a super G skier, and now here in the team mixed parallel event. Here's a word from our silver medalist.
All right,
team
Finland. Are you happy with the silver medal today?
Yeah, it was really good fight, and yeah, we did what we can. So it's really nice.
How important is it to have a good team spirit to finish a team parallel competition on the podium together?
Yeah, of course it's important, and we have really good team spirit, so yeah.
Who is the team leader of Team Finland? The boys or the girls?
Girls, of course.
Always. Yeah. Congratulations, amazing fights today, and silver medal at the end for Team Finland.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really was an amazing fight from the Finnish team. They had some of the fastest times out there. Very, very skillful skiing from Team Finland to pick up the silver medal. Well, thank you for joining us here with this mixed team parallel. We look forward to more live ski racing action from Narvik at these Junior Ski World Championships. Until then.
Dit. Has King. Behöver en till eller? Lansen.
Team Switzerland, in the end, bronze medal in today's team parallel competition. Was it a tough ride to the small final today?
Czech.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I think we, as a team, we did well. We put on a good fight against the Swedes. So yeah, no, it was fun.
You struggled a little bit in the competition, some DNFs. Is this a good day to rely on strong teammates?
Yeah, thankfully, as it's a team event, we can rely on each other. So it's no, we're super happy. Thank you.
You always trust each other and you keep calm on the very end, or what was the recipe today?
I think so, yes. That's why it's like a team event. And if one fucks up, the others can do well. And that's what makes that event so special.
And so you did. Congratulations, bronze medal, and good luck for the rest of the championships.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Huge congrats to all of the competitors today. Team Sweden take the gold, Finland with the silver, Switzerland with the bronze, Austria just off the podium in fourth, and Italy rounding off the top 5. We started with 16 and it came down to the final matchup, and it was exciting. Next up, giant slalom events. Be sure to tune in with us here. Myself, Britt Janik, and FIS TV, we thank you for joining us.